Hi everyone, welcome to the Punk Monk Z Show. And here we are again. Today we're going to take a look at patterns number 3. This is the place to be. A little bit of chess. Let's get into the patterns. Let's pick them up. Yeah, baby, yeah. So if you're here, send me a signal. Let me know there's a life sign there. Yeah, baby, yeah. Nikki, baby, are you there? I think you're there, Nikki, baby. If you can, type me a text. Say hello, Punky, Monkey, Punk Monk Z. Yeah, baby. Okie dokie. Shall we start? Well, maybe. And here we are. The Punk Monk is here. And this is our first position. Yeah, baby. So who knows how to give a checkmate? King, bishop, knight versus king. Who knows? And who doesn't? So this is one of the maybe, just maybe hardest patterns to get. But because you're here with Punk Monk, we're gonna simplify. We're gonna simplify. And after this, you will know how to do it, baby. Yes, sirree. So how does this work? Okay, let's start from square one. We have a bishop. Oh, wait a minute. I'm doing a little boo-boo again. So let me correct it quickly, maybe. All right. So here we are. So we have a bishop. Yes, we do. And the king is in the corner. So what we need to do is push the king in the correct corner. And the correct corner is the color of the bishop. So the king has to be pushed either into the white square on the left or the white square at the bottom here. And that's where on one of these two squares, in one of these two corners, mate will happen. Okay, it has to be a white square. Why? Because we have a white square bishop. Okie dokie. All right. So that's lesson number 1, people. Push the king in the corner of your bishop. All right then. Now what? Now what? All right. So what's going to happen is we're going to push the king into this corner right here. Yes, sirree. That means we have to shut down. That means, what does that mean? We have to shut down this square, then shut down this square, shut down this square, right? And push the king in the corner. One square at a time, perhaps. And then put him in there. And then it's all over. Vine vidivice. I saw. No, I came. I saw, I conquered. All right then. So let's start. Okay, so the first thing is what? What is the first thing we have to do? Oh, Nikki, Nikki. All right, buddy. Good to see you, Nick. Good to see you, baby. Can you see me? Can you see me? Nikki, can you see me? Just nod yes. Oh, yeah. Do I look cool? I think I do. Look at these specs, baby. Pretty cool. Yul Brenner. All right. So here's the position. So we have to shut down this square. How do we do it? Okay. So before I show you how to do it, I want to show you the properties of this knight. Okay. This knight is going to travel in a W pattern. It's going to hop there, hop here, right? Hop here, right? And hop here. And then maybe eventually, okay, so this forms some kind of W. See that? All right. So if you draw a line from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, and from there to here, we have two V's, yeah? W. Yeah, baby. W. And that's how the knight is going to move to assist the king and the bishop to do the check and mate, baby. And then maybe at some point the knight is going to continue into his direction by jumping here. But this is a W pattern, and you should know it. Memorize it, baby. That's how the knight is going to go. All right, now. And then we'll see the properties of the pieces and see their function. All right? And remember, self-talk is important. Ask questions and answer your questions. All right. So here we go. Here we go. All right, so here's the position. Here's the position, and we'll start. So let's shut down this square. There, shut down. So what's going to happen? The king has to move. So this square is shut down, and we need to shut down this square next, right? Easy peasy, baby. Lemon and squeezy. And now what's going to happen? The king has to move, right? Oh, excuse me, it's my move. Haha. All right. So this is the position. The king moved over, and then I need to shut down this square. All right. So I make a waiting move. So the king moves over, which he does, and then I shut down this square. There it is. Shut down. Okay. So that was pretty easy. We started shutting down this square, then we started shutting down the square. Guess what? We need to shut down this square next. Okay. All right. That's next. And how do we do it? Okay, we make a, okay, so he moves, and now before he moves, notice this, the two kings are opposing each other, and when the king moves away from the white king a distance of a knight, okay? So that should give you a clue what to do next, okay? So here's the pattern. The black king moves the distance of a knight, so your knight follows. Knight distance, knight follows. Okay, and now if the king moves over to go to the same square back, you need to shut down this square because this square is shut down already. All right, and how do you do it? Use the W, baby. There it is, W, maneuver. All right, so this is shut down and this is shut down. Yes. What's gonna happen? There's only one thing that can happen. The king has to move to the left, right? So this square is shut down, and we need to shut down this square next, right? All right, and he's attacking our horsey. Our knight. So what do? We protect the knight. So guess what? We just learned another function. What's the function of the king? The king protects the knight. All right, good to know. The king protects the knight, and this square is shut down. And now the king has to move off that square. And so he does. And now we need to shut down that square. Okay? How do we do it? Okay? We use the bishop. Oh, Ha, I was wrong. Haha. That's right. Yeah. If I use the bishop right away, the king is going to escape. Yes? All right. So what we need to do is shut down. After the king moves, we need to shut down that square. Okay? So now we have direct opposition. Okay? Now, we just learned another function of the king. One of the functions of the king was to protect the knight. Another function is to shut down escape squares. Okay? So the king has two functions, holding the knight and shutting down escape squares. All right? And when the king goes back to escape, we need to shut down the king on that square and the escape square. And how do we do it? Checky wecky, baby. Checky wecky. Go back now. And what does the king do? He goes back. All right. Now, what do we do now? Okay. We want the knight to go knight distance from our king. You see that? All right. So what we do, and why do we do that? Because when a king goes knight distance from our king, the knight is going to follow. Knight distance, knight moves. Knight distance, knight moves. That's the signal, baby. All right then. So now, what am I thinking? So now we make a waiting move for that to happen. And guess what? The king does move knight distance from our king, and that gives a signal to the knight. Move the knight, and the knight moves. Okay, shuts down the square, baby. And now, if the king goes this way, try to somehow get to the safe corner. Okay, what do we do? What do we do? Okay, let's take a look. Okay, we go extension of the knight pattern with a knight. This square is shut down, yes. And this square is shut down too, yes. And the king has to go. And guess what? Your knight is under attack, baby. And do you remember the function of a king? Hold the knight, baby, hold the knight. And now this square is shut down. And now black is in a zugzwang, baby. He has to go to there to what? B8. And remember what we said before. The king wants to escape. So remember the function of the king? Two functions, hold the knight, shut down escape squares. So guess what? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, shut down, baby. And now, if the king goes to the right and he wants to escape again, we need to shut down. All right. So notice the function of the bishop. The function of the bishop is like a waiting move to set the play up, and then the second function is shut down escape squares. Checky wecky, baby, shuts down those two. The knight shuts down this one. What has to happen? This has to happen. Yes, sirree. And now we want the king to move away knight distance from our king. So probably we make a waiting move, and that's what happens. And now the king goes in the corner. Now, so now we're in the final phase of checkmate, and we need to rearrange our knight and bishop. We need to rearrange them, okay, to set up the check and mate, baby. Now the king is in the perfect square, which is what? B6. It's on B6, baby. That's where the king is. Now, the bishop normally should be on the right side of the king, and the knight should be on the left side of the king on this horizontal. So that's the picture you have to have in mind in most cases, okay? So what do we do? What do we do? Okay? How does the knight get to this square? How does the knight to get to this square? Okay? It has to jump to C5. And from C5, it can go to A6. Okay? Knight on the left, bishop on the right. Yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. So there you go. So if the bishop is the spear, the knight is the sword. The spear and the sword. Let's see how this goes. So the knight jumps, yeah, baby, C5. And now the king moves over, okay? And now we swing a sword for checky wacky, and then we use the spear to finish it off, okay? And here it is in the corner, okay? In the corner with the bishop, and the knight covers this. The bishop hits this, the king shuts down this, and the bishop and king shuts down this. All the squares around the king are shut down. And this is called what? What is this called, people? Who can tell me? Yeah, baby. It's called a checkmate. Checkmate. There you go. There you go. Now, so let's take a look at this very quickly. Whoa! All right. So let's start shutting down square by square and move the king to the left. Here we go. Checky wecky. Okay. Waiting move. And then shut down. And then king moves knight distance. And that signals the knight to move. Knight distance triggers the knight. Voila. Okay. Now if the king goes back, W pattern. And now the function of the king. Hold the knight, baby. Hold the knight. And the king runs away. Shut down the escape square. Second function of the white king is shutting down escape squares. He goes back to escape, right? And you shut down the escape squares and hit the king on E8. King goes. And now we want the king to move knight distance from our king. So we make a waiting move to set it up. Yeah, baby. And that's what happens. And now the black king goes knight distance from the white king. Knight distance means the knight is triggered to move. And the knight moves. Okay? Now if the king goes to the right, okay, we use the knight pattern again, extension of it. Checky wecky. Attacking the knight, holding the knight, and now goes there. Second function of the king, shut down the escape. That's what happens. And the king goes to the right, wanting to escape again. What do? We call the bishop. Hey, B, what's up? Nothing, man, nothing. Shut down the escape, baby, shut it down. Yes, sirree, shut down. King goes there. And now we want the king to be knight distance from our king. Yes, sirree. What do? We'll just make a waiting move, set the play up, and the king does go there. Knight distance from our knight. Now our king is in a very good place. Very good place. Now what do we need to know? Knight on the left, bishop on the right. Okay? So a knight has to be on the left of the king, and the bishop has to be on the right of the king on this diagonal. Baby! So what do? What do? We need to get here with the knight. So we're going to go from here to here, C5, and from C5 to A6. Yeah, baby. Can we do this? Let's do it. Yada, yada, yada. And the king moves over, and we're going to use our sword. Knight check, baby. And then we're going to finish off with a spear. Check and mate. How simple is this? How simple is this, people? Pretty simple. Did you like it? Did you like it? Yeah, baby. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right. All right, I say. Now, let's go back and see what happens if the king does something else. If the black king, the villain, tries to do something else. How do we get this criminal? Let's take a look. Okay, so this is easy. Checky wecky, shut down H8. Waiting move to shut down G8. Shut down, baby. Now king goes knight distance. That triggers the knight to move. And now, last example, the king went back to F8. Now let's see what happens if the king tries to run to the left and try to escape away from the square and try to go somehow in the center, because in the center the king cannot be mated even if we have a bishop and knight. So that's why we have to push the king in the corner. And if the king is pushing the corner, he's going to run to the safe corner, the dark squares, which don't match the knight, the bishop. Okay, so the king is going to run into dark corner, so the bishop cannot be used for the killing blow. Baby. All right then. Okay, okie dokie. All right. So where am I? Where am I? Oh yes. So the knight goes here, and the king runs now to. Oh wait, this isn't what I want. I want to look at the second variation where the king goes to D8. Okay. And now we need to understand what the pattern says if the king goes to the left and tries to escape tries to escape to the corner into the big space, and if forced to the edge of the board, is going to eventually run to the safe corner, the dark squares. So that's what we're going to look at now. Now, what is the pattern that we need to know when the king goes to the left, to d8? Now notice something important. The king is on a diagonal from our king, and that's the trigger. That's the trigger. When the king moves on a diagonal from our king follows the black king. Voila! We move into knight distance from the black king with our king. Yeah, baby, yeah. And now what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Let's say he wants to come here. What's the plan? The plan is to escape, baby. Try to escape somehow and get to the center where it's safe. So for black, the first line of defense is get to the center. That's the safest place. Okay? So when the black king is pushed, he's going to run into the safe corner, which is the dark corner, the dark squares. And why the dark squares? Because the white square bishop cannot hit the king in the corner if it's a dark square. You see that? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, baby. So let's go back, and now the king tries to escape. Now, what's going on? Now the king wants to escape, right? And the kings are in knight distance, right? So the black king moves knight distance like before, and that's a trigger to move on knight, and this knight now moves in a W pattern and shuts down this square. All right? All right? And now the king wants to now run away on the light squares, okay, to get to the center. You see that? Okay? So now we need to shut down this square. Okay? Shut it down, baby. Shut down the escape square. Okay? Shut it down. Shut it down. Voila. Shut down, baby. You can't go there. Okay? You shut down. So what does the king do? He goes back. And now he wants to come back again and play this little game of hide and seek. So what do? We shut down that square, baby. We shut it down. All right. So this is what's happening. We're shutting it down. And then when the king moves, okay, when the king moves, we're going to shut down this square here for the king. And how do we do that? King goes there to shut down that square. Okay? Now, this is what we have here. Now, what's going to happen here? Okay, so if he goes here, this is pretty easy. This is pretty easy. He wants to escape. He wants to escape. And maybe he can run to the safe corner here, the dark squares. Okay? So what do we do? What do we do? Okay? We shut down this square. We're shutting it down. And now, when the king moves only square, the king moves knight distance from our king. So what is the pattern? When the black king, when the enemy king moves knight distance from our king, knight distance means move the knight. And here we go. Now we have a W maneuver again with the knight. Yes? And now what's going to happen here? Now if he goes this way, then we're going to pop him here and push him back. Okay? We have seen that pattern before. But let's say he moves to B8. Okay? And do you know, buddy? Do you know? Hello there. Good to see you. Oriano, baby. Oriano, baby. Good to see you. Okay. If you're here for the first time, baby, follow the punk monk. Because I'm awesome. Awesome, baby. All right, then. So where are we now? What did I just say? I don't remember, man. Okay, let me go back and see what happened. So now he goes to a dark square. Now, do you remember the pattern? When the king goes on a diagonal from our king? Do you remember the pattern? The pattern is, when this happens, the white king follows the black king. Knight distance, baby. And here it is. Here it is. Now, what's going to happen now? Okay? What's going to happen now? Now, let's see the king tries to run this way, baby. Okay? What do we do? What do we do? Okay. Okay, now. So now, this square is shut down. This square is shut down. Okay? So the king is going to be in this little small space here. Okay? this little small space. So he's caged in this little small space. And now move is this. Now let's see why this is how move. Okay, so when he moves, what is the ideal position for our king? Do you remember? What is the ideal position of the white king? It is right here on the B line on B6. Okay, from here shuts down these two squares. Okay, you see that? So this is the ideal position of the king. Now, where does the knight belong? The knight belongs on the left side of the king. And where does the bishop belong? On the right side of the king. So that's the final position for our mate. Knight on the left, baby. Bishop on the right. Oh, yeah. Now, what's going on? I don't remember. Who am I? So now the king moves here. Now, everything has to be timed here. Timing is everything. Bobby Fischer. Maybe not, maybe yes. Did he say that? Maybe he did. Somebody said it. All right. So what's going on? Now, if I go here to A6, knight on the left, the king is in a stalemate. Okay? So that's a bad thing. So we have to make a waiting move and time it. So who's going to make the waiting move? It's not going to be the king because king is on the ideal square, baby. Okay? And the knight is waiting to jump with a checky-wecky, maybe. So it has to be the bishop. So where did the bishop go? Bishop goes here to shut down this square. When the king does move there, it's shut down. Okay? And now, if the bishop is the spear and the knight is the sword, what's going on here? What's going on? Okay, let me swing the sword, baby. Checky-wecky. He goes in the corner. Where's my spear? Yeah, baby. Checkmate. Checkmate. All right. No, it's not. No, this is we're chatting, man. We're chatting. Okay. I depend on feedback. This way I can groove. This way I can groove. It's not easy to groove when I'm by myself. But if you join me, I can chat and groove. Okay. I can, I go into my my mindset. Oh yeah. Right on. Ubi, baby. Ubi. Ubi. Ubi is here. Ivan TF2. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Do you feel it? Can you hear the music? Can you guys hear the music? Can you feel the music, baby? Of course. Of course. Right on. Right on. Okay. Easy peasy. Lemon and squeezy. Lemon squeezy, baby. If you have lemon, make lemonades. All right then. All right, here we go. Here we go. So that was pretty easy, okay? And I mean, these kind of end games. Let me go all the way back. These kind of end games don't happen a lot, but I think it's very important. It's very important, I think, to know them. Why? Because you learn to coordinate, to harmonize your pieces, and you learn what the functions of the pieces are. You learn what the patterns are, okay? And every one of the three pieces for white is essential, and there has to be the correct timing for them to be working as a team, okay? So if you understand the function and the patterns, you can do that. Okay, and if you know it really well, you don't need to think. You don't need to think. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Now, who knows what a no-brainer is? Who can tell me what is a no-brainer? Okay, a no-brainer means it takes no brains to figure it out, baby. Yeah. No-brainer means it takes no brains to figure it out. Okay? The patterns, the functions, the self-talk, okay? They go on autopilot, and you just do it, baby. Just do it. No thinking, okay? Just do the patterns. They will activate your action. Yeah, baby, I'm going with the flow. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? All right, let's see what's next. Let's see what's next. All right, this is next, and we're going to continue with with these patterns till we nail it, baby. Till we nail it. All right, what's happening here? What's happening? Let's get familiar with this. Okay. All right. So there's some good signs here. What is a good sign? Okay, here's a good sign. Ready? Okay, I'm going to speak it. Okay, we have a bishop, and the black king is close to the corner, so it is in a correct corner, the mating corner. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Hello, baby. This corner matches our bishop. Oh la la, baby. All right, all right. So how does this work? Okay, remember, king is an ideal square. Knight goes on the left, bishop goes on the right. Yeah, baby. And how will this work? What am I doing? That's not what I want. Okay, what's going on? Okay, they're jumping, baby. They're jumping on me. Okay, so what do I do here? What do we do? Okay, any suggestions? Let me hear some feedback, baby. Let me hear it. Go for it. Don't be shy. Give it a try. Don't run away. Stay and play. Help the monk and the monk have a nice day, baby. Yes, knight a6, king a8, bishop to c6. That's right, baby. Okay, here we go. Very good, Ivan. Ivan, tf2. Ivan. That's a Slavic name, Ivan. Slavic. Ivan. That's a guy from Brothers Karamazov, Dostoevsky, the Ivan, the guy that was kind of braino, right? No, was it Ivan? Yeah. That's the one. That's the guy that was the intellectual, right? Ivan. Let me think. Is that true? Uh huh. Yeah. I think it was Ivan. Was it Ivan? No, I don't know. I think it was Ivan. Wasn't it Ivan? All right. That's right. Big braino is Ivan. Right on. All right. So that is correct. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. Okay, here we go. Sword. Okay, let me see. Sword on the left, and he ducks. Then we use the spear, baby. Okay, and here we are. Check and mate. Check and mate. So this is the picture you should memorize. Okay, king in the middle, bishop on the right, knight on the left. That's the pattern. Okay, and the king is in the corner of the bishop always. Okay, and that's where the finishing touches are. Push the enemy king in the corner of your own bishop, and that's what happens here. Okay, so memorize this pattern. Take a picture with your camera. Okay, and your camera is your mind. Okay, so click your eyes. Okay, take a picture and then store it in your mind. Okay, and this is something you should know. Easy peasy, baby. All right, so what's next? What's next? All right, let's take a look. All right, let me enlarge it. Voila, baby. Well, voila. Okay. All right. So, guys, look at this position. Look at this position. I'll let you kind of brainstorm. Brainstorm. There's no bad answers. There's no wrong answers. Everything's cool, man. There are no wrongies here. So brainstorm. What do you think? What do you feel? Who are you? Who am I? Even again. Even again, on top of it, on top of it. Okay, very good, Ivan. All right, let's see how this works. Okay, so some of the things I recognize here is this. Okay, the king is confined to the small triangle. Triangle, baby, small triangle. Now we're talking geometry, baby. We're talking geometry. The triangle. Okay, let's make it a triangle. Okay, do you see that? It's a triangle. Okay, so the bishop on a6 cuts on the small triangle. Okay, so when the bishop cuts in a small triangle, this is the exception. to what I said before, okay? Knight on the left and bishop on the right, okay? And that's an exception when the bishop cuts the small diagonal, okay? So what's the story here? Let's take a look what the pattern is going to look like, okay? So we throw the spear out, checky wecky, and then we use the sword, checkmate, okay? So when we have closed the small diagonal and made this little small triangle, this is the picture we want. Again, the king is an ideal square. The spear is in front of the king, and then the sword or the knight is on the right, or it could be to the left. Okay, and that'll be a checkmate. Okay, so with this position, with this construction, okay, this square is shut down, this square is shut down, this square is shut down, that square is shut down, this square is shut down, and that square is shut down. What does this mean? What does this mean? It means that the king is a mating net in the mating box. All the squares around the king are shut down, meaning they're all closed, and the king is getting hit. Okay? Check and mate, baby. Check and mate. All right. Now, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's get to this position and let's reason it out, guys. Let's reason it out. Okay. Easy peasy. Take your time. Take your time. That's pretty cool. Okay, a little tea here. A little tea. Yummy. Yummy. Good for tummy. All right. So what's going on here? What's going on here? Let's take a look. Do you guys have any blah 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 blah? Do you guys have any ideas how to do this? Who knows? Who does not know? Who wants to know? How do we do this? How do we do it? How do we do this? Everything is easy, baby. Now, you can look at this and say, oh, this is hard. You can say, this is easy. Or you can say, this could be very easy. But don't say it's hard. You shut down your mind, man. Don't shut it down. Your mind could be your best friend sometimes. Okay, so what's going on here? Any thoughts? Any ideas? Any statements? Any proclamations? Any confessions? All right then. Okay, listen to the beat, baby. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Oh, good answer. I don't know. I love it, baby. I don't know. That's the wisest answer. It's Socratic. Socrates, the wisest man in the classical period. Okay, he says, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know is the beginning of wisdom. I don't know. All right, so let's take a look. Let's take a look. Ivan is trying to penetrate to the truth. Okay, well, I don't know either. Okay, but let's look at it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so what do I know so far? Okay, so let's see. So, I mean, if I don't have an answer right on it, right away, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start collecting some information. Okay, my king is an ideal square. Thank you very much. Okay, and the king can go here, here, and maybe here. Okay, you see that? All right. So the king has possibility to go this way, right? Now these squares are shut down by my king. Okay. So the black king only has a horizontal line. Okay. So you know what? I can shut down this square right now and reduce the 3 squares to 2. Right? So that makes sense, yes? It's logical, right? And the king moves, right? And guess what? Guess what? We are in a position we had before. Where's my sword? Where's my sword? Oh, there it is. Yeah, baby. Do you see the checky wecky? Where's my spear? Where's oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. And there you go, baby. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right then. Easy peasy. You see that? It's always easy when you know things. It's always easy when you know things. And when you don't, it's not easy. Okay? But we start with a happy mind. It is easy, or it could be easy. How do I make it easy? Start collecting information. Start collecting information. So you start verbal information, right? And then you try to collect visual information. Okay? Combine them, and you give the mind perhaps a point of clarity. Okay? A point of clarity. You give the mind a point of clarity where the mind says, yeah, I see, I understand. Okay? Then that's the job. Okay? Collect information, verbal and visual. Give the mind all the information, okay, you can, for the mind to reach a point of clarity. I know. Yes, I'm profound. That's right, baby. Profoundness, that's me. And awesomeness, too. Okay? Awesomeness. Okie dokie. So, here we are. Shall we move on, guys? Should we move on? Okay, let's do it. All right. So, what's going on here? Oh, we're moving on. That's right. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. All right. I like this one. I like this one, baby. Oh. What's going on? I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. I'm relaxed. I'm relaxed. Okay, here we go. Let me get loose here. Mm. All right. I'm okay now. Okay. So here we are. Let's start collecting info, man. Let's start collecting info. Okay, now, if you know the pattern, you don't need to collect info. You just know it. Okay? So, if you know things, you don't think. When you know things, you don't think. You only think when you do not know. Okay? Oh, that's right. Ivan said, what am I doing? What did I just do? I have no idea. Okay, let me try it again. Okay, I did it. Okay, so Ivan says, if you play this move, it's stalemate, yeah? Okay, let me play it. Stalemate. And stalemate is a draw. Why? The king cannot go there. 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 Okay? And the king is not in check. And the king is not in check. So what does that mean? It means stalemate. It's a draw. Okay? So really, we really messed it up, didn't we? Okay. So let's unmess it. Okay. All right. So you see, that was good. That was good, Ivan. Okay? The point is identify things you know. Collect information, identify things that you know, and ask questions. Provide answers. Very Socratic. Question and answer. Ask the question ask the question. You ask the question, and then you answer your own question, and you keep building information. Okay? Till something clicks, and the mind reaches clarity, and then tells you the answer. You're in a state of nirvana, a state of knowing, whatever. Okay? A state of eureka. A state of what? Epiphany. Epiphany is the word. Epiphany. All right. So here we go. How do we do this? Okay. Well, the bishop's under attack, and we do not want to lose the bishop. And you know what? We can move the bishop here, and guess what? We create a cage using a bishop to create a cage on the small diagonal. It's a triangle, okay? Triangle, okay? The bishop will form a triangle in the corner, a small triangle. That's a pattern. Geometry, baby. Do you see it? Do you see it? Geometry. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds to see the geometry. The triangle, baby, the triangle. Okay, so now, all right, so let me save the bishop, and guess what? This square is shut down, and this square is shut down, this square is shut down, and so is this. So the king only has two squares. We're going to need to shut down both squares. How do we do it, baby? How do we do it? Well, the king has to move, right? The king has to move, right? Okay. And remember, do you remember the pattern when we have the small triangle? Do you remember the pattern? Okay, that's exception to the rule. Usually knight is on the left, bishop on the right, but when we form this little triangle, the king is always on the ideal position, b6. Okay, we use the spear. Yeah, baby, do you feel it? Do you feel my spear? Okay, how about my little sword? Yeah, baby, check and mate. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Okay, all right. Yeah, baby. And there it is. So this is a pattern you should know. This is the pattern you should know. Take a picture of it. And this happened from the bishop forming the triangle and shutting shutting the black king inside the bishop cage, the triangle cage. Okay. And so these little things help, and put into your memory. Put it to your memory. It can't hurt. It might help. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's move on, baby. Let's move on. So what's happening here? What's happening here? Let me put it here. What is happening here? Okay, so if you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, you don't know it. If you don't know it, then you start collecting information. Okay. So what do I know in this position? What do I know? I know that the king only has two squares of mobility. This is shut down. This is shut down. So the king has two squares of mobility. I know this. And what else do I know? My king is in a perfect position on b6. Okay. Now, the only thing I need to that I need to know now is where do my minor pieces go to? Okay. Okay. Now, now, this bishop is not on a short diagonal. It's not on a short diagonal, right? So that means we can go to the main pattern. Knight on the left, knight on the left, and the bishop to the right, right? Okay. Now, if it came a little bit too late on that point, you can always go back and replay it and see what I'm talking about. Okay. So a knight has to go there, and the bishop will be on this diagonal here, right? Okay, so knight on the left, bishop on the right, and the king's in ideal position. All right, so let's see how this might go. So the knight has to end up here. How do we get it there? Well, we can use the square here, which is c5, and from c5 we can go to a6. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's do that. Okay, now, so this is shut down, and he only has two squares, back and forth, right? Back and forth, here, then back to here, okay? So guess what? He moves, okay? Now, if I jump here with a knight, if I jump with a knight, it's a stalemate, because I shut down that square, right? Okay? So, I have to make a waiting move. No, not a waiting move. I can do a, wait a minute, what do I do here? Do I have to make a waiting move? Let me see, check here. Yeah, I think I do. So I have to make a waiting move, you see? I cannot do this because he goes here, all right? And if I play check here, he's going to escape through that square, okay? So you know what? I need to have the square covered so it doesn't escape. So I make a waiting move. And the waiting move is this, to keep an eye on the escape square, okay? And now, everything is timing. Everything's timing. And now he steps on b8. And where's my sword? Where's my sword? There it is. Where's my spear? There it is. Yeah, baby. That's what I said. Yeah. Yeah, baby. All right. This is like in the movie Troy. Troy. Who saw the movie Troy? The spear. I saw the spear in action, and I saw the sword in action, baby. The spear and the sword. Yeah, baby. All right. Okay. So, what is important here is to learn what the method is, to learn what the patterns are. Okay. And basically, that is your North Star. That is your North Star. It kind of guides you and gives you a sense of direction for your mind to follow and to see what it finds in that direction. Okay. And if you have these concepts, these images, okay, you can point your mind in that direction, and the mind is going to move in that direction and then capture that image. And then when it sees it, it's going to evaluate if it can work with that or not. Okay? Do you understand me? Do you see what I'm saying? All right. Okay then. Okay then. What am I doing next? Oh yeah. Are we moving on? I think so. Okay. Let's go to the next puzzle, baby. Let's get some more, man. Let's get some more. Let's get some more. And here we are. What is this about? What is it? Don't look. Don't look. Did you look? Did you cheat? Oh, great tea. Great tea, man. I put a little honey in it. Yummy. Yummy, yummy. All right. Okay, then. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. It could be, Ivan. It could be. It could be. But why did you think of knight to d5? Why did you go not? Well, wait a minute. Okay. Remember, you have to ask yourself a question. You have to ask. Now, notice something. Notice something. The bishop. Let me show you. Okay. Okay. So the black king is inside the triangle cage, right? You see that? The king, the black king is inside a triangle cage, right? Okay. So if you remember the pattern before, the spear was in front of the king, and the knight will be either on that square or on on a6, right? Okay, that's a normal pattern, right? So bishop on b7, the spear, and the sword will be either on the right or the left of the king. Oh, don't look. No cheating, okay? You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's true. That's true. Well, it's white to move, so white has to move something. Okay, but you're right. There is a stalemate. I mean, this could be a stalemate, right? Is this a stalemate? Yeah, it's a stalemate. So this is a boo-boo. Okay. So now, here's the question: how do I get my knight on that square? Okay, so that's the first question. Okay, in the final position, in the position of the small cage triangle, the cage triangle, right? In the position, the pattern in the triangle cage was bishop here, and the knight will be either on this square or that square, right? That's the pattern that we saw before. So let's see if we can recreate that pattern. Okay, so knight, if I play knight here, I want a knight either to go here to be able to land on the key square, right? Or I can move the knight here, move it here, and then I'm able to come to the key square. Okay, so the knight belongs maybe on c6. All right, and how does this work? Okay, so let's go knight here, and okay, and then when this is played, for example, right, the king will move, and then we can go checky wecky with my little swordie, and then with my little spear, and that's it. Or, what am I doing? Okay, or we can play here, and then move this way. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, and now the knight gets to the c6 square, and now we use the spear, and that's it. Okay, so these patterns in the final position of checkmate. Okay, and here's another thing which is really interesting. I did not mention before. I just realized it. Okay, I think probably in all the positions when the mate is given, the bishop and the knight are always on the same color in the mating position. Okay, I have to check this, but I'm pretty sure that's right, and it makes sense. Do you know why? Okay, so let me ask you guys a question. Okay, in the final mating position, why the two minor pieces always on the same color? That's my question. Any ideas? This is a little piece of knowledge which I think is relevant and therefore important. Relevant, therefore important. Okay? Okay. So the question is, in a mating position, why is the bishop and knight always standing on the same colors? That's the question. Excellent, excellent. Ivan, good job, man. That's right, that's right, that's right. That is perfectly correct. Okay, for example, when you look at bishop and knight checkmates, bishop and knight checkmates, okay, and you can see them probably in like this is patterns number 3. So if you go back, look at pattern number 1 and pattern number 2, you will see this pattern with the bishop and knight checkmate. Okay, in the final positions, the bishop and knight are always okay on the same color, and the reason they're on the same color because they attack different colors. Okay, so bishop on white will always attack white, and a knight on a white will always attack dark squares. So knights on the same color attack different colors. Okay, and since the chessboard is light and dark, okay, so this is a division of labor. Okay, one piece does a particular job, other piece does a different job. It's like assembly line. Do you feel me? Do you feel me, baby? Okay, so basically, this is an example of non-duplication. Non-duplication. Okay, all right, all right. Let's see what else I can find. Now, why did I put this up? I don't know, but let me see why. Let me see why. I am clueless. Oh, I know why I did it. I know why I did it. Yeah, in the early example, we start with a knight here, and we start with the king in the corner. Okay, so this position is a little bit different, and who can tell me how to play this position? Okay, so can you suggest to me the move we're going to make in this position? Okay, now we know we have a white square bishop, and we have to push the king, the black king, into the white corner to give checkmate, and the corner we want is a8, the white corner, right? So we want the king to go to the white corner here, right? We want to push the king here. Why can I draw this? Let me try again. There. We want the king go in that direction, right? To match the bishop. Okay? So now, who knows how to do this? What is our first move? Okay? What is our first move? Okay? All right. And who said that? Ivan again. Okay? We have to kick out Ivan out of the group. Okay? He's too strong. Too strong, man. You're too strong. Okay. Let me see this. What am I doing? Okay. So this is the safe corner for the king. Okay. And if you give him a chance, he was going to run back into the safe corner and stay away from this mating corner. Okay. All right. So by playing the move like this, okay, we shut down that square so he cannot go back, right? And now the king moves here. Okay, now who can tell me? Who can tell me? Okay, who can tell me? Okay, no problem. Okay, so who can tell me what we do here? Who can tell me what we do here? Let me see who's here. Let me see who's here. What am I doing? Oh, let me see. I did the wrong thing. Oh, Marijuana is here, but he's silent. Jat 502 is here. He's silent. Norwegian chess giant. Oh, is this Magnus? Is this Magnus? Okay, okay. All right then. So people, put your voice in the chat, baby. Put it in the chat. Don't be shy. Give it a try. Don't run away. Stay and play, baby. All right. So who knows what the pattern is here? Okay. This pattern was discussed. Okay. This pattern was discussed. Knight to e5 is correct. Now, Ivan, can you tell me why you chose knight to e5? Why did you choose? Why knight to e5, baby? How do you know? What motivated you? What gave the suggestion that might be the move? Oh, so, but okay, the king went to the left. Oh. So why did you use the knight? I mean, you could have done something else. Why the knight? Okay, so here's the trigger. Here's the trigger. Are you ready for the trigger? Here's my trigger. Okay, here's my trigger. Ready? So the two kings are in opposition, direct opposition, and the black king goes into, so let's say, knight opposition. The separation of the two kings is a knight distance, right? Knight distance. The keyword is knight. When the king goes into knight distance from the white king, the knight moves. Knight distance, move the knight. Knight distance, move the knight. Knight distance, move the knight. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Okay. All right then. Oh, marijuana, baby. Where have you been? Where have you been, baby? Okay. Did somebody turn your mic off or something? Okay. Okay. Is somebody choking you? You can talk to your dear brother? Right on. Right on, bro. Right on. Okay, so let me get back to this and let's finish this one. And what's going on? I don't know what did I just say. Okay, so here's a question. So the king went to the left, and the two kings are knight distance apart, right? Knight distance, and the black king went to a square which separates the two kings knight distance. Okay, so the keyword is knight distance, knight. Okay, so when that happens, that the white knight moves, follows the knight distance with a knight. Okay, now when the king moves, what's the next move? What is the next move here for white? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? So you just memorize these rules, memorize these patterns, memorize these functions, okay? Memorize these little stories, okay? And then it becomes a no-brainer. No-brainer, man. Okay? Meaning what? It takes no brain. Wait. It takes no brains to figure it out, man. No brains. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Anyway, if you're first time here and you like what you see, and how could you not like what you see? Come on, seriously. Okay, do follow. There's a little buttons there in the shape of a heart. Yeah, baby, heart. And you click on it. Yeah. And when I speak next time, you'll be alerted and you can jump into this stream and see the awesomeness. All right, then. Awesomeness. Okay, so what's the pattern here? What's the pattern here? Okay, so Ivan is still in meditation. Ivan is meditating, looking, waiting for an answer from above. Okay, so let's look at this. So when the black king moves away and is on a diagonal from the white king, that's the pattern. The white king will follow the black king and move into knight distance. right? That's the pattern. And when the king moves away, okay, and the king moves away, knight pattern away from the white king, knight pattern away from the knight king, and the knight then is activated. Knight pattern, move the knight, and there it is. And the knight is moving a W pattern. Okay, so if I put a point here, 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 and on C5, the two V's will form a W pattern, and that's how the knight moves in a W pattern. Okay, in these positions when you try to mate with a bishop, knight, and king. Okay, king, bishop, and knight. Okay, the knight moves in a W pattern. Okay, so that's the secret. All right, so now the two kings are knight distance apart, so the knight moves and shuts down the dark square. And now this is the move. Okay, now in this situation, I said, what did I say? Oh yeah, this situation. Yeah, did I say that? I think I did. Okay, so what am I doing? Who am I? Oh yeah. Okay, so what is the black king trying to do? What is the black king trying to do? Okay, okay, okay. So one hint. Okay, you have to talk to yourself. Okay, asking questions and answering your own questions. Okay, all right. So you're having a self-talk, a soliloquy. Okay, so to speak. Okay, like in Shakespeare. Okay, so the black king is trying to escape, right? So you have to shut down the escape squares. Okay, yes. Okay, you have to shut down the escape squares. So this is the escape square, and he's trying to run out. He wants to run out into the center, and if he's forced to go to the edge of the board, he's going to eventually go to the safe corner, the dark squares, yeah? All right. So we need to shut down this square so it doesn't run. So this is a no-brainer. Shut it down, baby. He moves here, okay, for example. And what do we do now? Okay, what do we do now? Okay. Now notice this, that this square and that square are shut down by the bishop and knight. Notice? Okay. So the bishop shuts down this square, and the knight shuts down this square. So there's a fence or a force field on A6 and B6, right? And now this square is free, and this square is free, right? So those two squares are free, right? Okay, so by moving the king over, I shut down this square is shut down, that square is shut down, and this square is shut down. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? And now what's the king going to do, the black king? He's going to go here and try to sneak and run, maybe into the safe corner. Okay, you see that? Okay, so that's what he wants to do. So what do we do now? What do we do now? That's the question. Now listen to me. Do you remember the pattern when the kings are knight distance apart? That will trigger the correct response. Okay, who knows what the move is? Who knows what the move is when the two kings are knight distance apart? Which piece moves? When the two kings are knight distance apart, what is the piece you're going to use? It has to be what? According to the precedent. According to the precedent. What is the pattern? Yes. Even again, baby. Even. Okay. That's correct. And the knight pattern is this. Okay? Remember, if the knight starts here, this is the pattern the knight travels on. Okay? Okay, let me finish it. Here and then here, you see? That's a W pattern, see? Okay, all right, so that's the move. Now let's say he moves this way, and what's going on? Okay, what's going on? He's trying to escape. Okay, he wants to go here, and then he wants to maybe go here, and maybe go here, and maybe go to the center. And if he has to, he's going to go to the safe corner. Maybe, you see? Now, who knows what the pattern is in this position? Okay, what is the pattern here? Okay, see you later, alligator. All right. So what is the pattern here? Anybody? Okay. So when the two kings are on a diagonal, right? They are on a diagonal, right? The white king follows the white king follows the black king. And by playing on this square, he shut down this square, he shut down that square. Okay? Now, he could have gone also maybe on this square. Okay? But that will give black this square. Okay? And then I have to play here to shut him down from running here. Okay? But he chose instead to play here. So this shuts down the escape square and also covers that square. So these two squares are shut down and this square is shut down. Okay? So these are shut down. So the king only has, let's say, this square, maybe coming here, and maybe can escape the death corner. Okay? So now, after this move, what's happening? What is happening? He's trying to get here, right? Okay? So now how do I shut down? How do I shut down this square? How do I shut it down? How do I close that square? Chelsea18, good to see you. Welcome to the show, baby. So if this is your first time, yeah, if this is your first time, follow the punk monk, man. Headbanger, baby. Headbanger, my buddy. What's up, buddy? Raj, talk to me, Raj. How's life? How's the weather? I'm grooving, baby. I'm grooving. Can you see me grooving? Cool. Cool. I'm a headbanging, man. Headbanger. Hi. I'm headbanging. All right. Oh, wow. Look at this. I don't think I ever did this one before. Okay. I did this one. But I don't know if I ever did this one before. Anyway, so here's the question. So we need to shut down B6. Okay? We need to shut down B6. And do you remember what the ideal square is for the white king? The ideal square for the white king is B6, yes? So we need to shut this down and we need to help the white king get to the ideal square B6. So the next move is a no-brainer. No-brainer. And now we have shut down this square, we have shut down that square, this is shut down, this is shut down, and now the black king only has two squares to live on. Two squares, baby. He has been caged. He has been caged. Okay? So now, when he moves, okay, you can tell me what your next move is. Who can tell me what the next move is? What's the next move? So who can tell me what the next move is? Who can tell me? Anyone? Someone? No one? No one? Oh, someone? Someone? Oh, what? What am I saying? This is my third language, guys. Okay, I get confused. Yes, 18. Yes, yes, yeah. Okay, the king goes to ideal square, which is always b6. And remember the story. Okay, who can tell me the story here? Okay, what goes on the left and what goes on the right? What goes on the left and what goes on the right? Who can tell me? Okay, if you listened earlier, I gave you those answers. I gave you those clues. I gave you the key, baby. The key to the kingdom. The key to the kingdom. What's on the left? What's on the right? The knight is the sword, and the bishop is the spear, baby. The sword and the spear. Oh yeah, that's all you need. All right, all right. So let me tell you. All right. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, when the king goes now to this only square, okay, what do we do? Does he want to escape here? Does he want to escape there? Okay, and you know what? We can shut him down either this way, or we can shut him down either this way, okay, to stop him from running on c8 and confine him to the left corner and put him in a cage. You see that? Now, which one we're going to pick? Either one works, okay? Either one works, but let's pick this one here, okay? Let's pick this one. So we put the king inside a small triangle. Geometry, baby. This is geometry. Triangle, okay? Geometry is triangle and squares, man, and other shapes, okay? But this is a triangle. We put the king into a small triangle, and he cannot escape out of his triangle cage. And we're going to shrink the triangle till we'll give checkmate. Now, who remembers what the final position of mate in the triangle is? Oh, yes. Knight left, bishop right. Right on, right on. Oh, I like this beat. I like this beat. Oh, yeah, I like it. You feel it? Can you feel it? There's something there. It kind of sounds kind of Greek, like a Greek beat, no? Like Zorba the Greek. Yeah, baby, yeah. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, so now when he moves, okay. Now notice he cannot escape on that square because the triangle is set up right on the short diagonal. So now what we can do is throw the spear out. Yeah, baby, tickle, tickle. And where's my sword? Yeah, baby, checkmate. All right, all right. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, let's skip this one. I'm going to do some skips here. Wait a minute, why can I turn this? Yeah, baby, yeah. This one takes too long to explain. And so I'm going to skip these and pick up the easy ones. The easy ones. Now this is kind of interesting one. I saw this on the internet, and this is the position. Okay, I mean all the pieces are on the original squares, yeah, and the black king is facing the white king, and he has crossed the equator. Okay, so this is a composition by Paul Benko. Kind of famous American grandmaster, and I think he was born in Hungary and immigrated to the United States. And yeah, he's also known for the Benko Gambit. Yeah, but he was also a composer, and this is one of his compositions. And the story goes that Bobby Fischer could not solve this problem. Okay, he's supposed to be checkmate in 3, and Bobby was let's say clueless. Okay, so I don't expect you guys to figure this out because Bobby could not do it. Okay, so let me just show you the mate, and then I want to make some observations about the mate, and then recognize a pattern there, and then by you recognizing a pattern, maybe you can find a solution in similar situations. Okay, so that's the point. It's all about the pattern. So let's take a look at it. So this is the move, and everything starts from here. Okay, so he can move there. Where else can he move? I guess he can move here. Those are the only 2 squares he can go to. Is that true? Okay, because the queen shoots here, and the bishop shoots here, right? And the queen shoots this way, right? So these are the only 2 squares that the king go to, okay? So let's pick one of the squares, right? And now we can continue with this check. And when he moves, we can do this check. Now, this is the position I want to show you, okay? And this is checkmate, okay? Now, when I saw this position, I found it very interesting, okay? Now, let's find the box. Let's find the square. And here's the square, here, here, and here, okay? So the queen forms the 4 corners. You see that? Okay? The queen forms the 4 corners, and for that to happen, the queen has to make contact with the king okay, be next to it on a diagonal. And by doing that, it forms the four corners and forms a triangle. And that's where mate happens. Okay? Okay. This square is shut down. This square is shut down because the bishop protects the queen. And this square is shut down by the queen, by the queen, by the bishop, by the queen, by the queen, okay, by the bishop and by the queen. And now this is the mating box, okay? And this is the mating net, okay? So I found this kind of very interesting, okay, how to find checkmate by creating a mating box. And the queen creates the four corners, creates a box. The queen is on a diagonal to create a box. One of the bishops supports the queen. The other bishop attacks the squares inside the box. All together, all three pieces working together create the checkmate. Okay? So that's the pattern. Okay? Oh, Faith, baby! Faith! Yeah, Faith is here. My buddy Faith. All right, so I found this very interesting pattern. Very interesting pattern. Oh, by the way, guys, in chess.com, where's the music? Oh, 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 oh. Do you feel it? I like it. Very powerful. All right. What was I saying? Oh yeah. What I'm saying is this. In chess.com, I created a group called Punk Monk Z. Punk Monk Z. Okay? That is our group. Okay? And so anyway, I'm thinking to use this group to create activity for Punk Monk Z Twitch account. And we're going to do things in the group. And you can join it. You can join it. You can see what's about. And then maybe in the future we're going to have in-group tournaments, okay? And we can be on Twitch, and we can play tournaments and things like that. And okay, well, yeah. So yeah, it's on chess.com, and the name of the group is Punk Monk Z. And go ahead, Raj, find the link for us. I'm in a different space right now, Raj. Yeah, baby. Okay, so let me do one more thing here. Okay, let's go back, and let's say here, and now let's go to another square. Let's say he runs here. Let's say he runs on that square. How do we continue? Okay, so we can continue with this check, and when he moves, you can do this. So it's a similar one to before, or is there something else? Let's see. So after this, all right. So when he moves this, we also can play maybe queen here, check. And then when he moves somewhere, where's our mate? Yes. Look at this. Now let's look at it. Now where's the box? Okay. So the bishop supports the queen. The queen is immune. And now let's create a box. Let's create the corners. Okay, here are the four corners created by the queen. Okay. Okay, and so this square is shut down. This square is shut down. So it's this one. This square is shut down, and these two squares are shut down by the bishop. And the queen shuts down this one and this one. So the bishop supports the queen. And this bishop here attacks square, and this bishop here attacks squares inside the box, okay? So remember, the pattern is queen kisses the king on a diagonal, creating the box, okay? And the queen's right next to the king on a diagonal, that creates the box, and that creates the four corners, the box, and one of the bishops supports the queen, the other bishop attacks squares inside the box. And that's it. So I thought this was a very interesting pattern. Okay, I liked it, so I shared it. Yeah, baby, marijuana. Yeah, baby. Thank you, marijuana. There's the link, guys. Marijuana, join our group, baby. Do it. All right. Let's see what happens next. So what am I doing now? All right, let's see. Let's see what else I can find that's easy. I want easy peasy. Okay, let me see. Easy. Oh, okay, I like this one. Okay, this is fun. This is fun. Okay, this is a fun one. And yeah, it's fun, okay? Don't look, don't look. Did you look? Don't cheat, okay? All right. So here's our position. Any book recommendation? I'm 1600. Okay. All right, very quickly, I'll give you two books that I like. And I'm going to recommend these two books. And the reason I recommend these books, because I think they helped me. I made Master a long time ago, and I was good at some things. I was bad at others, and I think I was bad at, for example, tactics. Believe it or not, compared to the other parts of my game. Okay, I think I was good at positional chess and planning. Okay, and I was probably bad in openings, and I'm probably not as good at that. At opening still, but getting better, and tactics have improved, and ability to calculate I wasn't that good at either before. Okay, but anyway, eventually when I started teaching, okay, I improved those other areas too, and one of the reasons is because some good books came out, and now you're 1600 and you're looking for some good books. I think you should maybe start with tactics, and two books I can recommend on top of my head is How to Beat Your Dad at Chess by Murray Chandler, English GM. And another one is also by him. I think it's called Tactics for Kids. And start with those, okay? And I think there's another book on endgames. It's called Endgame for Kids. And I don't recall the author. Oh, I think it's Mueller. Was it Mueller? The German GM. I think he wrote a book on tactics for kids. And I think that's a good book too. Okay. So anyway, now you have three references. Okay. Okay. And then I think you should learn something about principles and concepts about, yeah. Then you should learn about principles and concepts about how to play the opening, yeah. Yeah. And I might cover that at some point. I think Yasser Serwan kind of covers some basic stuff like that. And you can see his stuff maybe on where? I think you can see his stuff maybe on Chessbrah or he does something for St. Louis Chess Club, some kind of lessons. And so it covers some fundamental stuff about fundamental elements and things like that, and which I like. Actually wrote a book on basic elements like space-time, force, and pawn structure, which I found interesting. And also Larry Evans also wrote a book, New Ideas in Chess, which I enjoyed, that covers those four elements. And yeah, you can look at those things. They're fun. I liked them. I enjoyed them. I think it piqued my interest, and I felt by doing them I would grow. And I did them, and I learned something from them. So try it out, and then Fred Reinfeldt book, 1001 Combination. It's a traditional book. It's a traditional book, and I think Larry, what was his name? Let me think. What's his name? I don't remember his name. I should know his name. Who am I thinking? Yeah, it's a good book. It's a good book, I'm sure. Okay, so there's so many good books on tactics, really. Okay, I think what's his name? King. I think did a DVD on what? On checkmates. I think recently, relatively recently. Okay, that's a good one. There's so much literature there on chess now. That's really good. You just have to be selective. And of course, there's books which I don't like, and yeah, I'm kind of critical of them, but I shouldn't. leave it alone. Okay, live and let live. Okay. Anyway, so there you go. Good luck. All right. So we have this position in front of us. Are you looking? Are you looking? Oh, I see. You have to mention Jeremy Silman. You have to mention him. Okay. You just have to do it. Okay. Um, yeah, many people love Jeremy Silman stuff. Okay. Um, um, I think I did look at, for example, Jeremy Silman stuff on Endgames. Okay, I think beginner to master or something. I'm not sure what the name of this. Okay, and I think it's a very interesting book. He had very good reviews. I think, as far as I know, the rest of stuff that Jeremy Silman does is on positional chess, more or less. And anyway, so you can look about his work on something called imbalances. Imbalances. Um, yeah, most of my stuff on positional chess, I think I have gained from looking at the classics, like like who, like Steinitz, Lasker, Max Serva, things like that. So, I mean, those were the sources that I used to look at what Jeremy Silman calls about imbalances. It's about balance of a position, just I think coined differently, but it's the same thing. But you could. There's so many different things. Yeah. Um, well, imbalances are basically nothing else than differences in a position, right? Okay. I have something you don't. There's a difference, and that's called an imbalance, right? Okay. Um, William Steins talks about the balance of opposition or equilibrium. I think he's talking about the same thing. Okay. And there you go. And of course, there's Purdy, the Australian IM. I think it was a world correspondence champion or something like that. You can look at his stuff. Okay, his stuff is good. I like it too. Um, I probably should spend more time looking at his material. I think it's quite good. I think it breaks everything into concepts, which I like. Yeah. So there you go. There's so much good material, and maybe these suggestions could help. And other listeners, other viewers can suggest something. Okay. And Faith, thank you for sharing. And there you go. Yeah, I probably should make some kind of reference in terms of book recommendations. Okay, so that's work in progress. Okay, so I started streaming relatively recently, and yeah, I'll get to it eventually. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. There you go. There you go. Oh, marijuana. Marijuana recommends the Bible. So marijuana, is the marijuana in the Bible, buddy? Ah, I ran out of tea, man. But it's not all over. So what is this? Well, let me see what I'm gonna drink. Apple cranberry, baby. Apple cranberry. All right. Oh, did you hear it? Here we go. Cheers. Well, Sun Tzu, baby. Read Sun Tzu. Okay. Sun Tzu, baby. Okay. Chess and War. Sun Tzu. All right then. So where are we now? Where are we? Okay. So let me get back to this diagram, and it's a little tactical pattern, and you should be able to identify the pattern. okay? Because I think I covered a similar pattern, a simpler pattern in pattern number 1 and pattern number 2. Oh, 18 solved it. Oh, 18. Oh, you're ready now to go to 19. Yeah, you took it to another level, buddy. All right. So what do you have in mind? Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. What do you have in mind? 18. So I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. Here's the hint. Okay. All right. So here's the hint. Okay. So we have a bishop on a long diagonal, right? And somehow, if the rook can swing here and reach the square here, it'll be checkmate. Okay? So this is a typical pattern on a bishop being on a long diagonal and the rook having the open H file. Okay? And the two pieces converge on H8. Okay? A very simple pattern. And now you have to find a sequence of moves, okay, which are forcing, okay? And the name for that, which I like, is called the power moves. You have to find power moves. And what are power moves? What are power moves? Power moves are checks, excuse me, let me have it again. Power moves are checks, captures, and threats. And what is a threat? A threat maybe is a check in 2. A threat maybe is capturing 2 moves. So we have checks, captures, and threats. So basically when you use power moves, you're going to use one from these categories in a sequence, okay? And that's the forcing method, okay, using power moves, and then that's going to move you, force the position into a favorable condition. Okay, now what do we have here? Knight e7, queen e7, queen takes h7. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so who was it? Jelzy 18. Jelzy 18. Very nice. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Everything has to be checks. Here we go. So here's the first move. Checky wacky. Ouch. Oh, I'm feeling it. Okay, I'm feeling it. Now, if the king moves in the corner, what do you do, 18? Yeah, baby, talk to me. Don't be shy, give it a try. Don't run away. Stay and play. And help Zaki have a nice day, baby. So what happens if the king goes to h8? After the knight to e7. Do you see it? Do you see it, buddy? Hey, buddy, do you see it? All right. All right. It's mate, yeah? So that's the answer to that one, okay? In tactical positions, the best path is the shortest path. The best path is the shortest path. And why is that? Because the quickest way is the best way. Because you don't give your opponent, okay, time to resist. The quickest is the best in tactical situations. All right. So now let's look at the other way. Here we go. Here we go. All right. So we have checky wacky and now yum yum, and now we continue with checks. Check and check and check, mate. Okay. All right. So the power move. Okay. Now let's go back very quickly. So when we play take on h7 and we play check, the pawn cannot take because of the pin. Yeah. All right. And then it goes for mate. Now, when I talk about the power move method, everything has to be composed of 3 different components: checks, captures, and threats. So the first move is a check. Is that part of the power method? Yes. The second move is a check. Is that part of the power method? Yes. The third move is a check. Is that part of the power method? Yes. And the last move is a check. Is that part of the power method? The answer is yes. And it's mate. Okay? And this square is shut down because of the bishop. This square is shut down because of the rook, and this because of the rook, this of the bishop, and these two squares are shut down because of occupation. So all the squares around the king, including the square the king is on, has been shut down, meaning closed, and it is checkmate. This is a mating net or the mating box, baby. Baby. All right. All right, let's move on to the next one and see what we find. Okay, let me go to the easy ones. Let me go to the easy ones and the fun ones. The easy and the fun. Okay, don't look. Okay. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, man. Okay. All right. Here's your position. What do you see? What do you see? Yeah, baby. Yeah. Nice. 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 Okie dokie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, baby. All right, let's look at it. All right. Now, you know, so let me share with you a method that you might use. Okay? The method you might use. Okay? And I call this method. So basically, you should learn patterns, and then you should learn the power move method, right? Okay. Another trick you can do is looking at king lines. King lines. Okay. Now, what are king lines? Okay. This is what I use sometimes when I'm researching the position. I'm examining it. I'm trying to figure things out. Okay. This is what I do, baby. Yeah. Eventually, openings we will do. We will do. And that way we both can learn, okay? You and I, baby, together, the opening, okay? All right. So this is what I do in my research when I look at a position, okay? Now, I know the pattern, so I will play the pattern. But let's say I don't know it, okay? And I'm looking at forcing moves. So the forcing moves are a check and then knight here check, okay? So I can find the answer. If I don't know the pattern, I can find an answer by looking at the forcing move method or the power moves method, okay? Another method is this. Let me show you, okay? Another method is this. I mean, this square is shut down. Let me see if I can do this. This square is shut down. That's shut down. This is, oh, excuse me. This is shut down. This is shut down. And this is shut down, okay? You see that? So basically, the king lines will inform me, okay, like a spy. The enemy king is going to tell me what weapon to use. The enemy king is going to tell me what weapon to use. So the king, the black king is on a white square, okay, on a white square, okay, and my knight is on a white square, okay. They're both knight square. Okay, so I need to shut down the white square. And the only way to do it is put my knight on G7. The only way to do it is to put my knight on G7. Okay, so what I need to do is clear the G7 square, and I have to do it. With a check. This way, black will not have time to set up a defense, and therefore this clearance move with a sacrifice forcing, it's a check. And then after this, I can put a knight there. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, so there's many clues you can get, okay, in a position if you know what to look for. And that's why there are people like grandmasters. I think they understand the patterns very well, and they have a methodology, for example, how to do shortcuts and what to look at, okay. An amateur looks at everything, and a trained player only looks at certain things that are relevant to the situation. So marijuana, are you leaving, baby? Are you leaving? Is it ciao? Is it say ciao? Are you leaving? Ciao means hello or bye in Italiano, maybe. Is that what you're saying? All right then. All right then. Let me see. Let me see. All right. All right. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Okay, now this is the same concept. Okay? The same concept. Okay? Look at the area around the king. Look at all the squares the king can go to, and that will give you a clue. Okay, what piece should be used? Yeah, man, I'm the punk, I'm the monk, and you the marijuana. We go together, baby. The punk monk. Yeah. So here we are. Oh, oh, oh. Is this like tango? Is it like tango, baby? I feel like it might be tango. Oh, yeah. All right then. So look at this position. Look at this position. It's a very, very sexy position. Okay? Look at it. See it. Feel it. Look at this rook. It sucks. Does this suck? Does this suck? Okay, this sucks too. Okay? These pieces are in bad conditions. They are not healthy. Unhealthy. Okay? Now, let me get a clue. Now, first of all, I can use the power method and find checks, okay? All right? Okay? So the power method could, for example, the power method could be check and then second check, and it's mate, right? Okay, but let me use the king line method. Okay, so this square is shut down, that square is shut down, and the king is frozen. The king is frozen. The king is frozen. The statue, it cannot move. Okay, all right. Now, my knight is on a dark square, and the king is on a dark square. Okay, that means my knight can attack the king. Well, this is the only square I can go to attack. Okay, that's the only square I can do it on. You see that? Okay, and that's what I have to do. Okay, so I have to clear d7 for the knight, and I have to do it with a check. Okay, and why check? So black cannot resist. Okay, that's why you have to use a check. Okay, if I use a non-check, maybe he can resist by by opening a square or something and getting out of dodge. Okay, so I have to use checks because then the king can't resist, the black can't resist. Okay, so basically, if you look at, you see how I found it by using the king as a reference. Okay, then I deduced what the king is frozen. I deduced the king is frozen. I deduced that knight is on a dark and the king is on a dark. So I have a target that matches my knight, which is on a dark, and I have to stick the knight there, and it's all over. And that's how I do it, and that's how I did it, and that's how it is. So I go checky wecky, who's your daddy, and yum yum. Okay, okay. So you see how this works? Oh, headbanger's back. Yeah, baby. Cheers. Easy peasy, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It's a easy and it's a peasy at the same time. All right. Okie dokie. Let's move on. Okay. I'm going to do maybe a few more and we'll call it a day. Maybe I'll do one more. Okie dokie. Oh, I love it. I love it. Don't look. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Oh, did you? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. You didn't see it, did you? All right. So let me do this. Can I flip this? Can I flip it? Flip. Yes. Okay. Now, what do I want to do now? Oh, yes. Let me go back to the chat. Okay, guys. Who is watching and is not following me, you should. Because this is awesomeness. Awesomeness. Excuse me. All right. And if you like my channel, you can subscribe. I'm not subscribed. You can find my little PayPal thing and do something with it. And absolutely follow. And on chess.com, I do have what? What do I have there? Let me think. Oh yeah, I have a new group called Punk Monk Z, and we want to do some phenomenal stuff by using that group. Okay, we want to create chess activity, promote maybe some friendships. Okay, increase our chess experiences by vote chess matches. Okay, connecting with Twitch where we can have tournaments. Okay, with each other in the club. I don't know what else. Okay, and yeah, it should be awesome. It should be awesome. So if you want, chess.com, Punk Monk Z, baby, join it. It's open. The door is open, baby. Friendships, chess experience, and other stuff. Do it. All right. So here's the position. Here's the position. Okay. Does anybody have any thoughts about this position? Okay. If you don't, start creating thoughts by collecting information. Let's start collecting information. And how do you do that? Ask questions. Answer your own questions. Ask questions. You ask questions and you answer your questions. You start collecting information. Okay? All right. So what do you see? What do you understand? What don't you understand? No thoughts? No ideas? Don't be shy. Do you see it? Or don't you? Do you want to see it? All right, it's up to me. All right, then, let's do it. All right. Now, notice something very interesting. The queen and the bishop thinking very bad things on g7. Okay? They're converging on g7. And by the way, we're playing black. We're playing black. So if it's white to play, we're done. We're done. I don't want to be done. I want to live. I want to live. Okay. So what we have to do by using a force move method, by using a power method, there's only one type of move we need to play. Only one type of move, because he has a mate in one, baby. He has a mate in one. Okay. So what power move do we must use? According to the power method, there's only three types: check, capture, and threat. Let me say it again. Check, capture, and threat. Three types. So, since white is threatening checkmate on g7, there's only one type that will do it here. What type is that? Don't be shy. Speak up. Your mic works. Do it. Don't run away. Stay and play. Help Zaki have a good day, man. Yes, Faith, baby. Yes, Faith. So everything has to be done with checks because there's no room for any other moves. Okay? Because if we do anything besides checks, we will be beheaded. Beheaded, man. Beheaded on G7. Beheaded. All right. So it has to be the check. So now let's play it in our minds. Okay. Let's calculate in our minds. Okay. And I don't know. Maybe some of you don't know how to calculate. Okay. All right. Well, I probably have a problem with that issue too, but I have some answers. Okay. So calculation is like a two-step process. Okay. It is motion and rest. Motion and rest. Okay. So when you calculate, you're moving things linear in your mind. Okay. And rest, and when the movement stops, you take a snapshot of the position. You see the position in your mind. You create. You might not see everything, but you have a sensation. You have a sense of where things are, and then you can orient yourself. Okay, in a different time and space. Well, maybe the space will be the same, but a different time. Okay, and that's how it works. Okay, so basically, calculation is movement and rest. So movement is queen takes c2, king to queen to c2, and king to a1, right? Okay. So now let's see that. So let's see that position. Queen c2, king a1. Okay. And now it's our move again. And now what's the question? What's the next question according to our power move method? Where's my next check? Where's my next check? Okay. So queen takes c2, king to a1. Where's my next check? Okay. So the first move is a check. The second move has to be a check, because if we don't have a check, we're going to be mated on g7. So how do we do this? So queen takes c2, king to a1, and notice the queen. Notice the queen is on c2, and there's a bishop behind the queen shooting all the way here. Okay. So that suggests you can do another check. And where would you do that? Where would you do that? Yes. So you play queen takes c2, and then a queen to b1 check. Okay. Now the king cannot take the queen because the bishop holds the queen, so it has to be rook. Okay. And now, guess what? What type of move is next? What type of move is next? There's only one type. What is that? Okay? It can't be a capture. It can't be a threat. Why? Because white is going to give mate. Next move. Okay? You see that? Yes. Oh, Ivan baby, you're back. Ivan baby, you're back. Okay. So it has to be a check, right? And it is a smothered mate. Okay? And there it is. Voila, checkmate. All right. Okay, another recommendation I might make, which I think is interesting. It makes a lot of sense. Oh, I see. So there's another solution that Faith suggests. Let's take a look at it. All right, so he's saying this, and then when he goes here, he's saying you can take the bishop with a check, and after this, we can play rook check, okay? And now the king Well, if the king goes here or here, okay, it's going to be mate. Okay, so the king has to go here. Okay, the king has to go here. So what's next? Well, it has to be this move, right? Otherwise, he's going to play this. Oh, sorry. He's going to play this and cut off the bishop. Okay. So, what? Is this the move? Is this the move? And then this is played. And now you have to play here and this. Okay. So, I don't, I'd rather give mate. I'd rather give mate. Okay. And so what is this? 4, 1, 5, 2, 5. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You have the well, yeah. We're down the exchange for a pawn. Yeah. Okay. It was a good idea. I mean, you follow the power move method. Okay. But that one is more forcing. Remember, more forcing tactics is the better choice because it doesn't give your opponent a way to resist. Okay, so yeah, so let's look at this again. Let me go back. Let me go back. Yeah, so everything's forcing. Check, check, and mate. Check. Everything's forcing. There's no room for resistance. Okay. Yeah, so I was going to say something. Okay, I mean, the most famous game, in my opinion, is which game? Okay, in the history of chess, which one's the most famous game, you guys think? The most famous game, I think, was played in 1858. In 1850. Yes, the opera game. Ivan, baby, how do you know these things? Ivan, how do you know these things? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. It's about 17 moves long. It is 17 moves long. And one way to develop visualization, one way is to memorize a game. Okay, a very short game. Okay. And then when you have memorized it, you play in your mind. Okay. You play in your mind. Okay. And since you have memorized it, you can replay it and replay it. If you don't see the position in your mind, then go back to square one to move one, and then start again, and get to the point where you cannot go further. And then if you're stopped again, go back and keep replaying until you go further or to the next move, and keep repeating this process till you can play the whole game. Okay, and when you're able to do this, okay, then you have experienced the ability to visualize. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So there you go. That's what you do. And actually, I did cover this game. Morphy was the Duke and an account, and I had it on Twitch, but it got deleted because it can only stay here for 2 weeks. And I put it on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube Punk Monk Z and you'll find it. Anyway, yeah. So here we are. Let's move on, baby. All right. All right. So let me see if I want to stop here or not. What is this? What is this? I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, whatever. Okay. What is this? Whatever. All right. Well, let me go with simple ones. Let me see. Maybe I'll go with simple. Maybe not simple. Okay. You know what? Okay. This is so simple. This is so simple. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Don't look. Okay. Well, did you look? No, you didn't look. Okay. So hold on. Let me see how I can flip this. Okay, here we go. Flip, baby. Okay, this is an easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, this is for you guys. Okay, which are starting out, baby. This is for you guys that are starting out, baby. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do more stuff on YouTube. Okay, so probably I'm gonna transfer some of this instructional stuff to YouTube. Right on, baby. Right on. All right. Who can tell me the move? Who can tell me the move? And how did you find it? How did you find it? Who can tell me the move? And how did you find it? And how did you find it, baby? You're gonna lose your bishop, baby. You're gonna lose your bishop. All right. Okay. So he knew the pattern in advance. But let's say if you don't know the pattern, then you will look at checks. So I have a check here, and the queen eats it. I have a check here, the knight eats it. So there's nothing in checks. Okay. Do I have any captures? No. Can I make threats? Yes. Here's a threat. Yes. And he eats it. And now after that, do I have a check? And yes, I do. And there it is. Okay. So this is the logic of force moves, right? Okay. So this is the logic of power move method. Okay. But there's another logic here. I have a knight on dark. Okay. Let me show you. I have a knight on a dark square. Let me see if I can do this. I have a knight on a dark square. I have a king on a dark square. Okay. And my knight needs two targets. Okay. And both targets have to be bigger than the knight. Okay. All right. So basically, if I play this move, I'm in the orbit of the king. Okay. But I need a second target. Okay. So by playing this move here, I move the queen for my second target. And now my knight is on dark, my king is on dark, the king is on dark, the queen is on dark. I have a knight that's on dark, king on dark, queen on dark, and both targets, the king and queen, are bigger than my knight in value, and therefore, voila, checky, and we go from there. Yeah, baby. So there you go. That's all I know about this. I know no more. Okay, I know no more, and that's it. Yeah, yeah. Okay then. Oh la 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 la. Yeah. You feel the beat? You feel the beat? Can you hear it? Can you feel it? All right. Okie dokie. You know what? Let me just do one more. Oh, you know what? Let's just do this for fun. Okay? Let's do this for fun. Okay? Let's do this for fun. Okay, guys? This is so easy. Okay, I'm gonna do it for fun. Okay. Now, I mean, probably all of you know this one. All of you know this one, I'm sure. Okay. Except maybe Headbanger. I don't know if Headbanger knows this one. Okay, but I think all of you do. Okay. And so anyway, when I was looking for a method, when I was looking for the method how to do this, I mean, you can do it many different ways, but I wanted to know a method, okay? And I want to share what method I use to do these things, okay? It's all about method, okay? It's all about method. Who said that? Emmanuel Lasker, baby. Emmanuel Lasker. Know the method. Know the method. Okay, now this is the way I do it, okay? Are you ready? Okay, somebody tell me if you're ready, okay? When you're ready, I'm going to show you the way I do it. Sounds complex to me, Faith. Okay, so, all right, so here it is. So this is a no-brainer, okay? This is my first move. Why? Because the two pieces, the queen and the king, got separated by knight distance. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep recreating this pattern, okay? And to push the king to the edge of the board, push him in the corner by recreating the pattern of knight distance. And when I cannot get no closer, I'm going to bring the king up to help my queen. Okay? So that's the method. All right? So when he moves, knight distance, 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 moves, and now I can bring the king up. Okay? Why do I bring my king up? The black king is on the horizontal, on the back rank. I'm going to push him maybe, I'm going to mate him somewhere, maybe in the corner, maybe here. Okay? All right? Or maybe on this square. Who knows? Let's see. All right? So now I'm going to now move forward, and there it is. Okay? So what's the method? Method of knight distance with a queen. Knight distance, knight distance, knight distance, knight distance, knight distance, knight distance, and that's it. Bring the king up, and voila. Okay? Who loves this? Tell me you love it. Tell me you love it. Okay? You know what? This is a no-brainer. You know why it's a no-brainer? Do you know why it's a no-brainer? What's my definition of no-brainer? Yeah, okay. You'll know, I'll tell you. My definition of no-brainer is it takes no brains to figure it out. Okay, so yeah, so let's do this. Okay, okay. There's a way to stalemate. Okay, so let me go back. Okay, so knight distance, knight distance, knight distance, knight distance, knight distance, here, and now let's say I move here, and he moves here, and I keep going knight distance, and it's stalemate. Okay, it's stalemate. So here's a warning. Here's a warning. Okay, here's a warning. Okay, when the king goes in the corner, and the king is on what's the color of the corner? White square. The queen should be in a white square and should not proceed anymore. It should stay on the same color as the corner square. If the queen moves closer, knight distance is a stalemate. So the closest the queen can approach the king when the king is in the corner is to match the color of the corner with the queen being on the same color. It should not be yin yang. It should be yang yang. Yang yang, not yin yang. Okay, yin yang, yin. This is yin and this is yang. Okay, opposite. Okay, it should be yang yang. Okay, same color. Okay. All right, little Chinese thought for you guys. Okay, did you like the yin yang story? All right, guys. So it's been fun. I'm going to take a break. Okay? And yeah, I'll come back later. I might do pattern number 4. 4. Let me show you 4. 4. Wait a minute. 4. Okay? I'm going to do 4 later. Okay? In the alligator. Okay. I'm going to do 4 later. And yeah. And if you can, join me. We'll have some fun. Shoot a breeze. Pick up something. Can't hurt. Okay? And so I'll see you guys later. And remember, okay, if you're not following me, you should do that. Okay? If you like my channel, you can support it somehow. Find out how. Okay? Look around. And yeah. And I'll see you guys later. Thank you very much. And if you want, you can join the Punk Monk Z on chess.com. It's a group I started yesterday, and we're going to do some fun stuff there eventually. All right then. Okay, so I'll see you guys logging off, and I'll show up later in the day and mess around more because I think I like it. And on Wednesday, it'll be chat and play at 1 p.m. Pacific. Chat and play. and that's why I make a fool of myself more than this time. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. Oh, my ending scene. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put my ending scene, and yeah, wait a minute. Let me put my ending scene. Hold it, hold it. Let me see. That's not what I want to do. Hold it. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on. Don't run away. Okay, okay, hold on. Yeah, there it is. Do you love it, baby? Okay. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Okay, there it is. Ending scene. All right. There you go, baby. There you go. Do you love it? Anyway, Headbanger, my buddy Headbanger helped me with this. So let me lower it. Yeah, he helped me with this, and I could not do it without him. He has been very instrumental, and I think the reason I'm doing streaming is because of him. So I thank him. And anyway, so good to see you guys. And yeah, yeah. What? What? Yesterday you said power moves are check, then capture, and then mate in two. Okay, so let me clarify this for Vertwitch, Buddy Vertwitch. Okay, power moves. Power moves are composed of three parts: checks, captures, and threats. Okay. Now you can have a mixed sequence. You can start check, 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 and mate. You can start capture, check, and mate. Another check. So capture, check, and check. Or you can have capture, check, and then check in two, which is a threat that leads to mate. Okay, so it's a mix of these three types of moves. Okay, in the sequence. So power moves basically are those three type of moves, and you can mix them. Okay, if they're appropriate to mix in order to derive a winning position. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. So there you go. Stream ending now. Okay. So there you go. There you go. Okay. Wait. Let me do one more thing. Let me do one more thing. Okay. Wait a minute. How do I do this? Oh. There you go. All right, guys. Later, alligator in the elevator. Okay, signing out. Bye bye. Punk Monk Z out.